Hello Guardians, welcome back. In today's video, we're diving into a powerful Prismatic Warlock build, featuring the exotic solipsism. This build combines the freezing power of Stasis with the versatility of Strand abilities, giving you the best of both worlds. Let's not waste any time and dive right in. Before we talk about the build, I am proud to be participating in the Game to Give fundraiser. This is a charity event hosted by the Bungie Foundation. Every donation goes towards supporting children in hospitals and making their days a little brighter. Plus, Bungie has some awesome incentives for donors, like exclusive in-game Destiny 2 rewards you won't want to miss, like these cool emblems that are $7 each, the Shatter and Sparrow bundle that is $25, and the Dark Hero emblem and Maximum Heart emote that is $25 each. If you'd like to contribute to this amazing cause, my link will be down below. For the exotic, obviously we will be using solipsism. Now I know this is such an odd combination, but I've been messing around with it and it's actually nuts. Spirit of Osmiomancy. Your grenades recharge quicker on hits. Cold Snap grenades have a better tracking and travel 17.5% further and faster. Spirit of the Swarm. Destroying a Tangled spawns 2 threadlings. Now on to the weapons. For the kinetic slot, I'm using Wicked Implement. I know it's a highly slept on weapon, but it actually carries some unique perks and functionality that make it a hidden gem. Precision hits with Wicked Implement gradually slows enemies. Over time, landing these hits can freeze them, effectively controlling adds. For your energy, a Baron action. This thing hits like a forward F-150 and causes insane AoE damage. It's amazing for ad clear, and I have mine crafted with heal clip and incandescent. Once reloaded after a final blow, it heals you. Very perfect for when you are needing extra safety. Now for your heavy, I do switch it up based on what activity I'm doing. I recommend using Chill Inhibitor with Envious Arsenal and Bait, Apex Predator with Recon and Bait, Commemoration with Recon and Repulsor Brace, and the Slammer with Eager Edge and Cold Steel. On to the subclass. Starting with the super, I have been mixing it up between Nova Bomb and Song of Flame, but I mainly go towards Song of Flame for the survivability and becoming radiant. For the aspects, we have the Weaver's Call, activating your class ability to weave 3 threadlings and deploy any threadlings perched. Next is Feed the Void, defeat a target with any ability to activate Devour. Your Devour effects are improved, restoring additional health and grenade energy. Now for the abilities, I normally have on Phoenix Dive. Feel free to use a Rift, or if you're feeling brave, put on Empowering. For the melee, we have Arcane Needle to help us create tangles. And for your grenade, put on Cold Snap. I believe with Spirit of Osmio, you can use any kind of nade that you want, but for the purpose of freezing enemies, we will stick with Cold Snap. Now on to the fragments. First we have Facet of Dawn. Power melee hits against targets makes you radiant. Power melee final blows makes you and your nearby allies radiant as well. Facet of Devotion. Defeating targets afflicted with stasis or strand debuffs grants bonus light transcendence energy. Facet of Ruin. Increases the size and damage of the burst when you shatter a stasis crystal or frozen target, and increases the area of solar ignitions. Facet of Protection. While surrounded by combatants, you are more resistant to incoming damage. While transcendent, the effect is increased. Finally, we have Facet of Purpose. Picking up an orb of power grants either Amplified, Restoration, Frost Armor, Wolvermail, or Overshield, based on the damage type of your equipped super. Before we dive into the armor mods, let's take a moment to appreciate the drip, because let's face it, looking good while slaying enemies is just as important as the build itself. Here's the transmog setup, and drop a comment rating the look, because let's be real, fashion is the real in-game. Anyways, onto the armor mods. For the helmet, we have Harmonic Siphon, and because we're on solar, it gives us orbs upon solar weapon final blows. Stasis Siphon to gives orbs upon stasis weapon final blows, and hands-on to gain super energy upon melee kills. For the arms, Heavy-handed to create orbs upon melee final blows. Momentum Transfer to reduce melee cooldown when causing damage with your grenade, and then Fastball to increase grenade throw distance. Now for the chest, feel free to have on whatever you like. This is just what I have on for now. I normally change it up based on what activity I'm doing. For the legs, Recuperation to replenish health when picking up an orb, Invigoration to reduce melee cooldown when picking up an orb, and then Innervation to reduce grenade cooldown when picking up an orb. Finally, for our class item, Outreach to reduce melee cooldown when using our Phoenix Dive, Reaper to spawn an orb when getting a weapon final blow shortly after using your Phoenix Dive, and finally Powerful Attraction to collect nearby orbs when you activate your Phoenix Dive. Now let's talk about the stats real quick. For the stats, do not go into any activity without tier 10 resil. Having tier 10 resilience in PvE is very crucial for multiple reasons, especially in high level activities. Resilience directly impacts your survivability. Now for recovery, have at least tier 6 or 7. Even though you'll have your grenade back really fast due to how Spirit of Osmiomancy works, I still recommend tier 10 discipline for the extra insurance. For strength, go for tier 8 if you can. Now let's talk about the gameplay loop. The Cold Stab grenade should be your first line of defense. Start by freezing enemies with your nade. This will create the perfect environment for your threadlings to do their damage without any interference. Since threadlings target enemies around them, Freezing enemies will ensure that they don't move or escape, letting your threadlings lock onto them very easily. The synergy between Stasis and Strand really shines here. While Stasis keeps the enemies in place, Strand can take advantage of that control by sending out threadlings to track and attack frozen targets. Additionally, using threadlings when enemies are frozen prevents them from retaliating, giving you more freedom to deal with larger groups and stronger enemies. Because you are using Stasis and Strand for the most part, it's going to fill your darkness meter on your Transcendence energy very quickly. Even though Facet of Devotion will grant light energy when defeating targets with Stasis or Strand debuffs, you'd still want to get Transcendence as quickly as possible, which is why you want to utilize your energy weapon, a Baron Action, to fill a light energy bar. Thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed watching this video, be sure to leave a like and hit that subscribe button for me. It really helps the channel grow and keeps me motivated to bring you more awesome content. Let me know in the comments if you tried this build, what you thought about it, and if you made any changes to suit your playstyle. I'd also love to hear what builds you want to see next, so let me hear your thoughts and suggestions. We're also growing an amazing community over on Twitch and Discord. I'd love for you to be a part of it. All my socials are linked in the description, along with a dim link for this build, so you can try it out for yourself. And as always, happy gaming, Guardians, and remember that I love you in-game.